right, so welcome to another workout session. It's April 3rd, 2022. This is the third day out of 21 days. We're on a great roll. The weather is holding up pretty well. The sun is not as out, so that's good. I could get back to my original spot, get straight to the point. Today's exercise, we're going to do 20 everything. On the rip right, we're going to do the 6. So it's going to be at the 6 count, the 6 rep. We want to push for that. Want to add in that I did feel a little sore yesterday, last night, and this morning. The upper abdominal area right here, and definitely back here was definitely sore. So with that being said, I want to give a shout out to my cousin Terry. For some reason I was running. I ran for the 13-minute today, which is pretty good. But something about going the distance when I was younger, my cousin will just take off. Like he's way ahead of me, and I'm gasping for air when it comes to the whole working out or exercising with him. I thought we were just gonna run like a little around the block or something, but I think that had to be at least a close to 2-mile run. I can't even say jog because he took off. He took off. I'm just the young one watching him from I'm behind him, so I'm watching him way ahead. So just to be in a position now, older, of course, see if I can get a chance to run with him again. See if it's the same turnout. But it's all good. 13 minutes today on the close to a mile and a half. Once again, if you are exercising, I recommend to do over a mile, under 2 miles. For some reason, that is like a nice sweet spot to get the results that you may be looking for. Shredding down the weight. And definitely it helps out with the breathing. So if you're breathing very heavy, work on your breathing every time you are exercising. So let's get into this workout. Once again, playing in the background is Shahrazad Ali, and I always mention it. I'm gonna always look for it just to make sure I'm pronouncing it correctly. But it's the Blackman's Guide to Understanding the Black Woman. It's very helpful. As I mentioned on the previous video, I mentioned again that for us men to understand a woman or break some of the habits, we must fully understand what's going on in the household or with her. At least know the information. I think if we go into a relationship very blindly, not knowing how to communicate with someone, we kind of miss out on the opportunities on saying, hey, you know what? I did what I can, go to therapy. You know what? This may not be for me because it seems like there's a lot of work that needs to be done. So I think for the fellas, know what you're getting yourself into versus just saying, okay, I'm in a relationship or I'm just married just because I'm married. There's a whole lot of details. There's a whole lot of work that kind of goes into that. So I just want to share that. So I'm playing this for the month of April. I know it sounds pretty redundant, but I'm not sure if this person, it might be your first time watching. It's like, why he's playing this in the background, things like that. We're going on a series here for April on this audiobook, okay? 20 everything. Let's get started. Make sure you're working out. Come on, get that summer body right, for this 2022. I've never been in a situation that I took the summer body so seriously and everything else. So I'm definitely pushing forward for that for this year. Something different. All right, so we're about to get started.
Any topic discussed that begins with "don't tell your father" is wrong. This kind of conspiracy between the black mother and the black teenage girl seals their secret relationship, one where information is withheld in the name of keeping the peace, a seemingly honorable intention. Lies operate on the domino principle. If one lie is told, the teller is forced to tell another, and another, and another. At the time, the lie may seem harmless enough. They are considered a necessity. Thus, by using these tactics, the black teenage girl continues to prove to herself that the black man can be manipulated by 1. Instructing her mother to tell her boyfriend that she's not home in order to make him jealous. The mother will usually comply and relate the lie to the black male caller. 2. Pretending she is not ready when her date arrives to make him wait, sweat, or worry a little. 3. Using her feminine attributes of flattery or a swivel of the hips to get his attention. She practices how to use sexual innuendo. 4. By talking to another boy to make him upset or as a threat to test him to see if he's really serious about her. The indirect lessons the black mother is teaching and agreeing with is 1. It's okay to lie to the black man if you're doing it to check his level of affection for you. 2. It's permissible to withhold the truth from the black man if the truth will make him displeased with you. 3. There are some issues that the black man just doesn't understand and some that are just not his business. 4. Artificial flattery will take you far. All of this reaffirms for the black teenage girl that 1. The black man is easily seduced, will believe whatever you tell him, and that she can get back at him by giving him anxiety. 2. All girls play the same games with their boyfriend, so it's obviously just the way things are and will be. 3. The easiest way to get a black man's attention is to cause him some kind of frustration resulting from a carefully executed plan. And 4. If she doesn't tell him, he'll never know. The teen years are thus spent trying out various schemes on the black male to test his reactions, sincerity, and level of interest. She is well versed by this time to sift through whatever the black male says out of his mouth and decide what he really means and what her reaction should be. Part of this is explainable. Psychologists agree that no human being views the world through pristine eyes. What we see is edited by a definite set of predetermined rules and values that help create a certain viewpoint on various subjects and situations. The very concept of reasoning that the black teenage girl uses to determine what is right and wrong are derived from a tainted set of traditionally learned wickedness passed on from one black female to another, her mother or female guardian. Often, the girl will make up wild stories, create false emergencies, or intentionally stand up the boy or tease him with sexual promises until he vows everlasting love. She may also demand expensive gifts or costly outings to have the black man crawling at her feet, worshiping her eternally, is worth any and everything to her. Plus, she confirms that he definitely should pay for the privilege of her company. The means are always justified by the hoped for and predictable end. She gets the black boy in the spot where she wants him to be. She does not know that she is learning to whore. Up to and during teendom, the black mother, in rearing the black daughter, must explain sex to her and get her ready to meet the world, which she realizes will evolve in some way around the opposite sex, the black man. Her advice, whether accepted or not, is given from her personal point of view and is a result of her own experiences with the black man. The same advice she herself took and used throughout the lifetime of the black girl, she passes on. Her instructions, after she explains the anatomy part, may go something like this. 1. Get a good education so you can get a good job and take care of yourself so you won't have to count on no man. Make your own money so you can be your own boss. 2. You know you can't trust them, so be careful. 3. All men want is to get into your pants. 4. Play the field for a while. Find out what you want. 5. Don't just believe what he tells you. Check him out. 6. Don't let him get you pregnant. 7. You can't tell a man all your business. 8. Don't spend your own money. Make him pay for it. 9. Make him do something for you. Don't spend all your time with him for nothing. 10. Get with the one who's got the most money. And the rules go on and on. I call them rules because while girls are often rebellious during this stage, when it comes to setting their own standards regarding whom they will date, they still hear the negative implications of the above instructions and apply them whenever they choose. This kind of teaching means 1. Test his feelings any way you can. 2. Sex is the only motivation the black man has. 3. Sex is a weapon. Use it to get what you want. 4. You can't trust what he tells you. 5. He owes you something material or financial if you go out with him. 6. Be promiscuous. It's a prerequisite to settling down. The black daughter is compelled by nature to follow without reason the example of the black mother throughout her life, which is called instinct. They do as the mother did. By her example and teaching, the character of the black girl is stamped with the characteristics of the black mother. Everyone is largely what the mother makes. The moral precepts that the black teenage girl adopts are not her own. They are split between what she learned from her mother and what white society preaches, and certainly peer pressure is to be taken into consideration. Mostly, the peer pressure is from other black teenage girls who have been raised in a similar opposing position to the black man. This is a standard process which does not vary very much from household to household. The homemaking skills that the teenage girl picks up from her mother may be adequate, cooking, cleaning, laundry, and shopping, or she may be brought up in an ultra-modern setting where it is thought to be cute for a girl not to know how to cook or keep house. If the teenage girl has been pumped up with ideas of being some kind of super career woman, then she will ignore housework altogether, believing that she will never have to attend to such menial duties. Things like meal planning, sewing, taking care of her man and her children, and making a peaceful home for her husband are not taught. She watches the mother run the house, and depending on the mother's attitude about it, she forms the same opinion. If the mother acts like serving a man is a bore, so will the daughter. If the mother does not serve the man at all, the daughter will do the same. If the daughter never witnesses the mother serving a man because she is in a single-parent household, then she will deem such action as demeaning or reserved for special occasions only. It is unlikely that a girl raised in such a home will have a natural inclination towards taking care of her man and home. She has no model for it. Homemaking skills have to be taught at home by the mother. If the black man would like to have a visual picture of what today's black teenage girls are doing and thinking, he should take a few minutes out of his schedule and look at the Soul Train dance music show which comes on television every week. This show gives vent to all the filth that ends up causing the black man problems with the black woman years later. Of course, this is not the only example. It is the major one that is televised. The style of clothing, the nakedness, the lewd and shameful facial expressions and dance movements demonstrate the low level of behavior of our teenage black girls and black teenage boys. Their dance movements and faces are the result of an idea they have as young women that have to be seen and admired. They must reveal their bodies and twist and grind in a wild fashion in public. Another Dante's Inferno. Many of the black teenage girls are able to pass for adult women because of how they dress and carry themselves, dedicating their entire existence to functioning in such a way as to attract the sexual advances of a man. Many black mothers approve of this behavior and do nothing to control or stop their daughters from such undignified behavior. Most do not stop them because they do not know how. Chapter 3, Adulthood, Single and Married. As a black woman grows and develops intellectually, she eventually lands in a spot that her practices lead her to. There are several levels of black womanhood that she can strive for. Each level of lifestyle choice is predicated solely on her desires. What she knows or earns is the result of how she has been raised and what she is willing to settle for in life. The higher her goals, the more sophisticated she is. Increased knowledge always expands the desires, be they material, sexual, or otherwise. The black woman is not exempt from these rules, albeit she is often a victim of them due to being such a displaced female. The black man must be aware of the various types of black women available to him. His selection must be based upon his own individual needs. It is entirely possible that some of the traits of the black women in their respective categories overlap. It has been proven that a black man is capable of taking a woman and making her beautiful, intelligent, and wise. She is not able to create this same effect by herself. She will have one of the three or two of the three, but she cannot achieve beauty, intelligence, and wisdom alone. The black man is her catalyst. Without his spark of life and light, she does not bloom. Blooming is quite different from having a good-paying job or a high-class education. Each of the black women discussed during the next few pages.
All right. Whew. Focus. Breathing. Form. Man. I'm gonna just soak that in. My shoulders are burning right now. And you may see I'm putting in the t-shirt on the ab roller. The knees on the day one. Day one I had my knees was rubbing on the mat and I gave a little bruise, whatever. So I'm still working on the t-shirt. I had to break down the ab rolls into 4 sets of 5. Normally I just knock it out. But hey, I do feel the abdominal area is getting tight. So it probably just needed just a little bit more rest, which we're going straight on the 21 days, but it's gonna like the muscles is collecting new information, like, man, what are you doing? We're not used to this type of workout you're doing, so now we have to send more nutrients in that area so we could be more prepared. It's either at the end of this fasting I can knock out that 20 easy, or in May that 20 is gonna be quick, you know. But in the meantime, 4 sets of 5 on the ab roll. As you can see on the rip right, that's 6 reps. All right, so the first GoPro got super hot, so I had to bring out the second one. But let me continue as if it's all one video. So I was saying previously, the camera has shut off, is that the rip right, the 6, that was well done all the way through. Definitely right now the arms are feeling tight. So I'm about to wrap it up. I didn't expect the camera just to shut off just like that. But with that being said, that's completing day 3 out of the 21 days. Tomorrow is Monday. Everybody hates Monday. I think we're just gonna up it by 10. You know, we do 30 everything. I'm calling it out early. We've been doing the whole 20 reps. So we're gonna up it by 30. It's gonna be very painful, but hey, what can I say? Hope you guys are enjoying the audiobook, and I hope you guys are exercising, also getting ready for the summer. Whatever that means to you, as far as just staying fit, staying healthy year round, or summer body, whatever. At the end of the day, it's like something about being healthy, being energized for the day. It does something to the mind and the body. So you guys take care. Until next time.